What's good, superstars? Back with another VeVe live stream video. Guys, I had some collabs lined up. I messed up the schedule. I had some things happening, and I'm trying to rejig it. So I'm going to actually send a couple invites out. I don't know if we're going to get anybody in here, but it's going to be a little short live, and we'll see who's interested if they want to come through. Hopefully some new faces for you guys, but really appreciate everybody here who's here. If you guys want, you can share out the stream so more people will find it. I did it last minute, like I said in the tweet there. So glad for whoever found it. I mean, you guys are in the secret live stream right now. But if you haven't already, do not forget, become a superstar. Hit the subscribe button down below. Hit that bell notification. You'll know whenever we post. Whenever we go live, you're going to get that notification. Like I see Omi Burn Daily in the comments right now. I know he's got that bell on. All you guys in there. I got Growler. I got Jimbo Lee Lingo. You guys, Energy, Garrett, all the VIPs up in here. So thank you guys. Speaking of VIP, $2.99 a month. Hit that subscribe, the join button underneath the video. You get a nice little logo next to your name. The colors change. It's really cool. It's like a rainbow. And then after that, you can also join part of our one of our giveaways is Disney mini brands. I haven't done them in a little bit, so I'm going to open a couple right here, and then we'll do a giveaway probably tomorrow. But look at this one. Rob is not here, so guys, don't tell Rob. Hashtag blame Rob. We got a Yoda lunch bag or something like that, but that's actually pretty dope. I don't know if I'm going to put this in the giveaway. What do you think? You guys want that part of the giveaway? I don't know. That one's pretty cool. We're going to open another one. Oh, my gosh. We're getting banger after banger. Another new one. We got Stitch. He's on the app. He's got some surfboard going on. So I'm just trying to open these up because I've had guests on. I don't feel like having to open these in front of them. And I know they love the intro, but I don't know how much they love opening mini brands. And the last one, and I think this is it. So after this, we might have to go into another type of giveaway. And I have some ideas already, but we got another Tinkerbell here. So the next giveaway, I think we might have two of them. We're gonna have two draws for that. What's remaining? So really cool that some of you guys even just showed up on the whim like this. Already at 23 guys. I can't believe it. So shout out to the VIP. I know a lot of you guys got that bell notification on. If you want your name in the stars like these guys, $2.99 a month, like we said. Also, you can follow us on Twitter. I post the lives out over there if you have the notification there. Instagram, TikTok, send us your pictures, send us your videos. We'll make you into a celebrity. You're not gonna be able to go to the grocery store. Like it's entirely new lifestyle that you got to get used to if we do that. So just be careful. Like if you're gonna send us pictures and videos, you got to be ready for it, right? Like I know if you got a busy life, it takes a lot of time from you. Also on the Twitter, you can find our VeVe link to follow us on VeVe, and then we have a Discord link in the description of all our videos except this one because it's a live stream. And our PO box. So go check any other video that's not a live stream, and you'll find our PO box if you want to send us like some artwork or whatever. I mean, a couple of people have been talking about sending it, and hopefully we are going to see some of them. I see you guys in the comments there. We're going to get to it. I'm going to do a little bit of a quick discussion here, and then we'll go from there. Let a little bit of these comments build up, but let's talk about Twitter here. So we got Basemans. I will always believe your lies. This might be one of the cheapest ones, I think, for the one-on-ones. I don't know how many people are into Basement. I mean, kind of cooler that it's an artwork and it's a one-on-one. I mean, but it's got to be your thing. I don't know. It's definitely different. You know what I mean? Like you got these guys holding up Toby. I don't get it. It's like a different. You got to be thinking out there to be able to understand his artwork. And I mean, I know that he's really popular, like in real life. So. It's cool, but it's not my thing, and it's $1,000. So if you're into that, I want to know in the comments. Are you going to bid on it? Do you think you have a chance at this if you bid like a couple grand? What do you think? Or is Dr. Prophet just going to throw 20 G's at it again and pick that one up? So I was curious to hear your guys' thoughts about the Gary Basement. Then also our Twitter. I'm gonna go through it quick. There's not much, guys. It's not going to be a crazy long. It's not gonna be a crazy long video or long live stream. I'm gonna get to all your comments still. I invited a couple people. Oh, here we go. We got one in the building right here. Willgoesmeta. I messed up our schedule for you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Perfect.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. So perfect. I'm so happy that you joined. I mean, we were meant to go on at 8:30 tonight, and then I had something come up, and it was crazy. I'm hoping that you can still come on with Rob. I mean, when he's back. But I wanted to meet you as well because I really like your content and stuff like that. So I'm going to bring your stuff up in a second. I'm just going to go through the Twitter feed, and then I'm going to have to give you a little bit of punches. We're going to have to figure that out because I do that every single video somebody's on. We're going to talk about like some of the other stuff. But no, that's awesome that you that you showed up here, and you're doing me a huge solid. So we're keeping the collab streak going. And if you guys don't know Will's channel, definitely a must follow. I'm going to bring it up just a second. So on Twitter, I found this Disney Mickey Mouse in it looks like a hot tub or something like that. So to me, he's like in his element. Shout out to Dimitri Zach for posting this one. But I know everyone was upset about the water, but like you make your own water. And now look at it. It looks fantastic in his own element. This is something else that's really cool. I don't know if you've seen this, Will, but it's supposed to be something to do with Apple and the metaverse, and like they're mapping out the house. Like, look how awesome. And then it kind of displays it. So this is going to give you an idea of how you can maybe get your surrounding to be fixated in the metaverse, and then when you place your collectibles, they'll be fixed in that space.
Wow.
I think this is just, I don't know if it's even real or whatnot, but if this polycam thing is legit, it seems like, I know LiDAR is a big thing when it comes to this type of stuff. So looks pretty cool.
Yeah, that's amazing.
The other thing, golden moments. I know there was a lot of hype behind the golden moments, the finale. Well, did you end up getting any of those on the finale?
I got I can't remember. I got the letter. Oh, I got the lamb on the drop.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty happy with that.
Nice.
Yeah. So I got the letter D airdrop, obviously. So
did you go for the Mickey? What'd you think afterwards? Or are you letting him burn?
I haven't redeemed that Mickey yet. I guess I'm waiting and analyzing the market a little bit to see if it's worth it to spend 60 gems.
Yeah.
Because we're in a bear market, and like at this time, pretty much every gem counts. Yeah. And also my thought on that is I can spend 60 gems and potentially lose money, or I can spend that $60 on, what was it? Maybe 40,000 ohms.
Yeah, I like that. I like the way you're thinking, because a lot of people, I just changed your name, by the way. A lot of people, they are of the same thinking that now when drops are coming, because a lot of stuff's been going under retail, they're like, oh, what can I buy for the 60 gems that's maybe will do better, perform better? I mean, a lot of people are into, for example, like those A-tier comics that are all trading like under 40 now at this point. It's except maybe Marvel Comics and Amazing Fantasy. Those are S-tier, but the A-tier stuff, a lot of people say, oh, I could just go buy some of these. So I get it. I get the point. I mean, especially with the market, like you mentioned, how the market's been doing. No FA tag, no FE tag on this Mickey. It's really just pulling from its IP, its popularity of Fantasia and how many people are here. And it appears that maybe we don't have as many Fantasia fans in the building as we thought. I mean, I think we have a little bit from everywhere, and like even Star Wars, like Boba Fett didn't perform. There's things that it's just that type of a market. And like you said, Omi is always another option. We've seen a couple of little cryptic tweets about the OUP program, if that's coming out. If we even get an article on OUP, you got to think that might do some wonders for that token. And right now we have no use case for it. There's no use case for the OMI except these third-party apps and that type of thing. But now if you start to get it involved with the main app that's built on OMI, I think a little bit more bullish on it. What do you think?
Yeah, like 100%, even though we are in a bear market. So even though if the OUP new article, new update were to come out next week, I doubt we will see a huge pump on the token, because obviously OMI follows Bitcoin and Ethereum. But I think that would be good to see the next version, because that would be like, for the first time ever, they are doing something to the OMI tokens. And what I like about OMI is, like, if they were to execute everything correctly and according to plan, then there's a lot of potential for OMI. This is not a financial advice, obviously, but that was my thesis when I'm deciding whether to spend that $60 on this non-FA Mickey or on 40,000 OMI. Yeah. And for me, that 40,000 OMI has more upside than a non-FA collectible.
There you go. So I mean, everyone's got their own thing, and like with that OUP, even if it doesn't pump it completely, it's got to get more eyes on OMI. I think OMI's kind of been sitting under the bed. You know, people are not been giving it maybe as much credit as it's due. I think when the article comes out, you're going to have a lot more people who are at least on Vivi that are going to start paying attention to the OMI infrastructure and see what that's about. Speaking of Vivi here, and the promo code that we just talked about, Vivi Fox, she was on yesterday. She came out with an update for the promo codes, and as of the end of yesterday, only 5,600 were redeemed. So we're around 50-something% of those promo codes been redeemed. We know Will hasn't redeemed. We know Omi Burn Daily. I keep saying your name backwards, man. He hasn't redeemed. I see it in the comments there. We're gonna get through the comments. Don't worry. There's not much here. So that's interesting. I think I'm just curious what's gonna happen after Friday. How many, and then you know the final numbers. Charity auction part 3 ending soon. So again, shout out Benjamin 6. He's doing some giveaway, and he's going to end up donating the funds for, I guess it's not a giveaway, it's an auction, and the funds are going to go to Feeding America, and $1 gives 10 meals. So he's doing some good. He's making some new utility for some of these items that maybe VeVe doesn't always have to bring the utility. You can do fun things like this, right? So shout out to Benjamin for doing that. I don't know if you saw any of my back and forth with Alex G on Twitter. I'm trying to organize something with him, and he has all these stipulations. So he came up with a bunch of stipulations. He says, I will go on Superstar Money if the agenda is that whole punching thing. Still got to punch you, by the way. Fantasy football. And I apologize for clickbaity titles and spending the first 10 minutes of videos talking about subscribing. So, I'm not going to say anything else. I'm just going to say we agree to your terms, Alex G. Come through. Let us know when you're coming on the channel, and we'll do it. We'll do it publicly on a video. All of your terms here. Just come through, and we'll have that chat. So, what do you think, Alex? Ball's in your court. Everybody here can go let him know that we accept his terms. And then we just got creative people in the community, like VeVe, Vault Master Creator, just going nuts with a bunch of the most recent drops. He's got a lightsaber in there. It's just crazy to see like all the cool things that people are able to do and edit, and it's just bullish for the future when it comes to showrooms. And I know that there's spatial out there, so I'm excited for what's to come in the future. Now, I have to get into some of the more important things in life, like welcoming you to the channel officially. So Superstar Willgoesmeta does a lot of fun videos. He's had a bunch of whales on his channel. He has great interviews. I've learned so much from those interviews. So thank you for doing that for the community. And also on top of that, he has another video, I think where I found you. You did a video about MCP and how you were integrating that into your strategy. And it was really informative, and you had a spreadsheet and all this wild stuff. So definitely a must go follow. So guys, if you haven't already, make sure you go follow Willgoesmeta. At the same time, Will, how you doing today? I got to give you some punches here.
Wait, okay.
No, he was in super late, but really, really strong punches. So we had to make sure we got that in. But now I'm going to pull up your YouTube channel quickly just so people can find you and they know that they have the right Will.
Joe, this is also my first live stream ever. So thank you so much for having me.
I'm not worried about you. I'm not worried about you. You're a very well-spoken man. And
all right. Thank
you.
Very,
very informative, like I said. So here we go. This is Willgoesmeta. Make sure you're subscribed. I mean, he's had amazing guests on here. You had Sean on. I mean, you've had I think what's this guy's the
Todd Father, Steven.
Yeah, the Todd Father. You've had a bunch. Yeah. You've got VeVe Viral on.
Yeah.
So great.
Danny Boy Lyak is a really good one as well for those who want to trade on VeVe.
So and all these people bring their own like aspect. These guys have some money and they're willing to share their stories. And somehow you were able to get them all on your channel, which is fantastic. I mean,
it took me 7 months to get Danny Boy Lyak. Like I started talking to him December last year. So it took me a long time.
So he's putting in the work, guys. So that definitely, I think that deserves a subscription at least. And like I said, this whole journey, this whole time that Rob's off on his honeymoon, we're trying to give a little bit of a spotlight on different creators that you might not have seen. You might have seen them already. So you might already be subscribed to Will. But if you're not, I mean, we're trying to spread that algorithm out and have YouTube reach as many people as possible, because we're doing our part to try and bring in people to the project, and everybody brings something different. Like he's had some amazing interviews, and he also I love that he did his collection. He's pretty much an OG, this guy here as well. He has a lot of the original stuff. So we always love listening to the OGs and their thoughts and what they got to say. So again, thank you for coming through, and for everybody who hasn't already, you got to definitely go check out Will's page. So
Joe, can I say something?
Yes, go ahead.
I really appreciate you guys bringing a data-driven approach to help people decide whether they should go for drops or not. And I like how you guys break down the different rarities and different percentages, and yeah, super helpful. So
Yeah, no,
appreciate you guys bring that kind of content to the community as well.
thank you. No, that means a lot. I mean, we tried to bring something a little bit different compared to most. Like a lot of people will talk about the drops or their price predictions, but we wanted to have kind of some kind of a reasoning to our prediction. We're not always right. Sometimes we're off. I mean, even this last drop, the uncommon, I saw it going for around 100 and it's sitting around 60. I don't know if it might have a little bump once we do know the actual numbers, but it's the type of market we're in. It didn't happen. Everything, the other two, I was pretty close based off of my comparables, but like other than drops, we try to bring a numerical or data-driven approach to even the marketplace in general. Like we'll look up the Google Trends, we'll look up putting cheeks of sheets, see how much money is coming into the app. We try to do that type of stuff just to give people an edge. And I know at first it wasn't everybody's favorite thing because everyone was living the glory days of January, February. Everything was going up, everything's going up. And when we started to make videos saying like, listen, it might not continue to go up. This is what we're seeing. We got a lot of pushback on it, but I think we weathered the storm. And now most people on our channel are very, very well informed. They bring us ideas now. They're looking at these types of trends and saying like, oh, I don't think this is going to go up. I think this is going to go below retail. And they're right. A lot of the time they're right. So it's good to see that there's other people, and we know you're data driven as well. So it's good to see that those types of people coming in and putting in their own opinion, their 2 cents, because you might learn something that you didn't think when it came to a drop coming up or the overall market. Some people have sold things, sold everything because they saw the trends and then they're buying back lower. Some people DCA, like there's all different types of strategies. So I think it's in everyone's best interest to kind of pay attention to every strategy and then do what's best for you and what you think is best for you. And I think in order to do that, you have to hear the negatives of what's going to happen with the project before it can do what we all think it's going to do. That's why we make the content, right?
Right.
Yeah. So let me say hello to these people here, introduce you to some of our superstars here. So Jimbo Lee Lingo, how's it going there? He's got the best glasses in the game. We got Energy with a cool mask over there. We got Omi Burn Daily. I said his name right because I read it this time. Otherwise, I would say it backwards. But he's also another data-driven Twitter page. I don't know if you are familiar, but he basically summarizes like everything to do with Omi Coin and also with like wallets. Like he's a nice summary page. If you don't want to go check out in detail, Omi Burn Daily, really good at what he does as well. He also is going to start like branching off and trying to calculate. It seems like the Omi burns from like Fishes and Epico Regal and all these other platforms. I don't know how he's going to do it. Hopefully it doesn't get too crazy and there's all these projects coming up. But it looks like he's got that starting to get set up on his Twitter page. Maybe he can let us know.
Joe,
more.
Can I ask you something real quick?
Go ahead.
All right, this is a question that I ask all of my interview guests.
Yep.
And I think having your data-driven perspective will be very helpful too. Let's just say that you were to get started on VeVe again today, and you have $1,000, or like, well, let's do $2,000. Would you spend that money on the collectibles or Omi or a hybrid option of both? So how would you allocate your $2,000? Because I feel like a lot of people will be coming into VeVe at some point in the future.
Yeah.
And most people will be like regular folks like us, right? Having about $1,000, $2,000. What would you do with that money?
That's a good question. I think I'm bullish on both. I'm bullish on Omi. I'm bullish on VeVe. I probably have more money in VeVe than Omi at this point. Maybe like a 70-30 split. I'd probably do something similar just to have a taste of the Omi. But the whole fun and games and everything we talk about daily is VeVe. So like maybe we're not the best people to ask just because it's like we're really biased into the VeVe app and like that type of stuff. We love Omi, and like long-term, I think long-term Omi, people are going to reap the rewards. People who've sat on it, held it, and go through, especially once this OUP comes, if it's what everybody thinks it's going to be. I think it's going to be life-changing for a lot of people. But the collectibles at the same time, it depends if they're able to bring the utility that people want. If they aren't, I don't know. I think it might be even bearish news for Omi token if it's going to be just this is your statue and you could put it in your house in the metaverse. I don't know if this will be the lead project if that's the case. If they're going to give you that utility, and I seen some signs of it. Alex was on VeVe Bros, I think, or Michael, I can't remember. He was on one of the channels, and he was talking about how utility. They've actually spoken with Disney about some other utilities where maybe some possible park like, I don't, it's obviously not, it's all total speculation, but he said that they've had the conversations, which to me means that they're thinking about it. And I know that they are very in tune with the community. Like they're obviously they're jumping on YouTube channels now and answering questions. Reese came on for an AMA with us. That's the bullish part of VeVe for us, is that how tightly knit they are with the community. And I hope that it stays that way, especially as they grow. If they continue to listen to what people want and go that way, I think that's the most bullish for them. And I think utility, if you bring utility to collectibles, it just makes them more fun. And I would like my split, my 70-30. But if you don't bring that utility, I don't know. I think 70-30. I'll stay in the collectibles and comics, and then 30% keep it at Omi. For me, that's my opinion. But don't do it. Don't go out there and do it. Like, do your own research. What do you think? How about you? What are you doing?
I would say I would do like a 50-50 split, because so I have my Omi bag and I have my VeVe bag, and they are pretty even now. Like, they are not huge bags or anything, because I'm just like everybody else. Like, I'm a regular person, but I think there's a lot of upside to Omi if they were to do things right. And my thesis is that maybe in the future, if they were to execute marketing right, and because it depends a lot on the macro and micro factors as well, not just what VeVe can do alone, but in a very optimistic future, when people come in and start buying collectibles and start trading them, then a lot of Omi will be burned from the non-circulating supply, and then from the circulating supply as well, because people will have to pay that transaction fee, both buyers and seller in Omi. And if things were to go in that direction that they were planning for it to go, then that will help the scarcity of the Omi token quite a bit. And I think that is like a good passive investment for me, because I believe in VeVe, therefore I buy Omi.
Exactly. It's a hard question. I mean, it's a good question though, because it makes you think. That's the best part about it. It makes you think. And as you were saying that, and you're talking about how you believe in both, I started to think about our conversation that we had with Puddin' Cheeks a couple months ago, and how he mentioned early on where you were able to transact from VeVe NFT to Omi, and he would have to pay attention to the charts of Omi and the charts in VeVe. Like, it wasn't just right now, you just look at the VeVe chart, your collectibles going up is going down, draw your trend lines. But now, if you're like, okay, it's a good, like, everything's run, but now Omi's really high, do you really want to sell off into Omi, or do you wait for Omi to come down, hope that your collectible stays up? So there's going to be like a dynamic marketplace where you have two different markets playing off each other, and then on top of that you have fiat. So there's so many different things you would have to think of. So I guess your 50-50 approach is actually pretty cool, but it probably would change with time as the markets change, and as there's more opportunity.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If there's more opportunity in Omi, maybe you go a little heavier in Omi. If there's more opportunity in collectibles, so I like that 50-50 answer for sure. Let's say hello to a couple more people here. So we got Garrett. What's going on? We got Superstar, Daytime Growler. Thanks for catching us. Will came and surprised us. I mean, I really threw the blinders on this guy. We're supposed to go like at 8:30, like I said, but he still came through. So you got to definitely go subscribe for that, for helping out. Another guy was on the channel, VeVe smaller YouTuber, but really passionate about the project, has really good takes and doing daily content as well. So make sure you guys go check out the VeVe over there. Bob Sales next year, another YouTuber. All the YouTubers are coming to show up here. What up, Super Duper Star? How's it going, Bob Sales? Everyone go check out Bob Sales. He got a tattoo with the VeVe logo for that gold and silver logo in London. So pretty fun. Yes, sir. We're live. What's up, everyone? Joe 3 points. I got that bell. Can't hide from me. Blame Rob. So yeah, Omi Burn Daily. We're calling you out about that. What's going on, guys? Ready to be a special guest. Oh my gosh, I have to line up more space. There's no time. There's not enough time in the day, but we'll have to get Jesse on for sure. Finally caught us on a live. This is Mohammed. He has a star named after him in the universe. He won a VIP raffle. So we do that once a month, end of the month. So I think Rob will be taking care of that one this time, because he'll be back right before then, and I'll be gone. If you guys didn't know that, that's what will be happening.
Rob is taking the whole month off.
He's 3 weeks, so he'll be back.
Wow.
28th or 29th, something like that. Yeah. So it's
Nice.
gonna be wild. But like it's been happening. Like people like you and all the other creators, you guys have been amazing and really coming through and helping. So I don't have to do all the talking and bringing your own opinions. And that's what we love. We love having a 2-person show because we both have different. Sometimes we're on opposite pages. Like he went for Boba Fett, I didn't go for Boba Fett. Like there's different things that and it's good because we bounce ideas off each other even beforehand, and then we kind of try to meet in the middle and say like, okay, if I'm like this and you're like this, what do we both agree on? And maybe that's the way to go about it. I also watch a lot more YouTube than him, so I watch the Willgoesmeta and I watch all these other YouTubers in the chat to make sure that I'm up to date. Yeah, what happened to the other guy? I haven't seen him in ages. We just talked about it. You're married in your picture over there. He just had one of those not too long ago, and now he's going to enjoy Italy right now. So if you guys are in Italy, you might be able to go up to Superstar Rob and tell him what's up. What happened to Recur? I don't know. Do you know anything about Recur, Will?
No, I don't.
I heard. I tweeted something because I saw it the other day about the CEO. He left or something at some point, but I think that was a while ago. Like the co-founder.
He did.
When I look at the dates, I think it was like May or March or something like that. It was like someone posted his LinkedIn, and it said like he only worked from. It was like 1 year and 1 month, and he was the co-founder of Recur. So
wow,
So I don't know. That to me, we really love the team. That's a big part of VeVe. We really love the team here at VeVe. So another reason why we post every day about them, good or bad, we're going to talk about it because that's the way that you grow a project. And we strongly believe that. And the numbers won't lie to us. And it's not. Sometimes it's nothing to do with the team and how they're running it. I mean, if sometimes, like you said, you talked about how this stuff follows Bitcoin as well. Overall market trends. It's not just the team that's causing any issues with the app. Sometimes everything can be perfect and it will still go down. It's up to you guys to pay attention to the rest of the markets. VeVe Vault, too expensive for you for the Gary basement? No way, man. You're the OG art collector on VeVe. He's got an awesome art collection. I think you still have it, right? I've seen some of those things that you own. And whenever I see that, then I got to start digging into the art marketplace. But then I go back to my strategy. It's like it's not ready time for me. It's not time for me yet to start buying. I'm buying a little bit here and there. The VIP know what I'm buying, but it's nothing crazy. Like I'm not all in yet. Rob's on a honeymoon. Yep, he's still there. Will we ever get transfers back? Can a post? You make a ticket and VeVe will do it. Transfers, I think they're not coming back until MCP, at least. I think I remember them saying that, which I'm not really expecting anything to come from MCP yet. We might get an article maybe this quarter, but even when we had that conversation with Reese, it sounded like it's a priority, but it doesn't mean that it'll be done this month. What do you think about MCP? Well, when do you think we'll be seeing that?
At this point, I set my expectations very low. Yeah. So whenever it comes, then it comes.
Play with the market you got right now, right? That's what I'm saying. Rather save gems for Star Wars ships that are coming. I guess this is when you were talking about that Mickey drop. Rob probably really into the Star Wars ships. I'm still watching the second Star Wars episode, so I'm trying to catch up to the hype. But if it makes sense, like I'm gonna read the community sentiment and see what's happening. Nope, we did them. We did the air punches. Will beat me up. It was. I'm gonna have to go in for the repairs after this video, but we got the air punches. You know, I didn't know if he was coming through because I threw him for a curveball. What's going on, Big Oz? Steve got a point. Oh my God, Bob Sales and Steve are teaming up on us in the chat. I don't like the stream till I see the air punch. Oh, we did.
All right, let's do it again.
Okay, ready?
Right.
Now you got your bearings.
1 second. Let me navigate. Okay, so you're on this side. All right.
Yeah. All right. So hey, well, how's it going? For those of you who missed it,
how you going?
Guys, why do you like seeing me get beat up by the guests, man? Like these guys are stronger than Rob. Rob's a little weakling. When he comes back, I'm just gonna be like taking it. Like, if any of you guys seen that New York post, there was a guy in I think it was New York McDonald's or Subway or something like that, and he's just taking punches from this guy. Did you see that?
Yeah, and then he pulled out like an axe, right?
Yeah, he started smashing tables. That's wild.
Wild.
People, honestly, like. Too serious. We gotta all show some more love out there. Bullish for art. Yep. Oh my gosh, guys, we did the air punches. Now we did them twice. Well, like now both my eyes have black eyes. Still holding the lamp set. Yeah, my wife landed one. Do you still have your stuff? Do you flip it? What's your plan for Disney stuff?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I am holding that set forever. Like I have no reason to sell them.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. I think a lot of people are in that boat, especially with the matching mints. That's pretty cool. It's cool that you got both the same mint.
And also the last Disney golden moments ever. So yeah.
That's true. The last one, first and last, are always important. Even with the mint numbers, we see that. So I think that'll be a thing for sure in the future. Vault's in the house. You know when Vault's in the house that it's a good stream. I mean, he doesn't just show up to any stream. He's too busy. He's posting every drop as well. You guys know VeVe Vault. If you don't know VeVe Vault, make sure you're subscribed as well. He taught me how to do drops, where to click the button. Fantastic. We're VIPs over on his channel, so definitely don't want to miss out on that content either. He's doing all kinds for the community. He also brought together a bunch of creators, and they're doing like collaborations. It's fun. I haven't redeemed the code either. So you and Omi Burn Daily got to get in a group chat, and you guys got to talk about like when is the strategy, when's the time to redeem the code, or they put out a tweet so that people know when you're going to do it, or right after you do it. You know, so people like, did he do it? Did he do it? They want to know. Will,
have you, Joe?
We did it. We got my wife. Got it. I said to her, I'm like, look, if you do this, there's like a 50-50 shot that you're going to make some money, or you're going to be right at par, because the one was above at the time, the uncommon,
right?
So the other one was sitting like 50. So I said, like, look, you might lose some money here. She's like, no, I like it, I want it. So and then she hit the uncommon, so she got the one she wanted.
Oh, nice.
And so it's not the greatest mint, but her collection's more like what she likes, which is like how people should be collecting in the first place. But then we got all of us who like overthink everything, right? So
yeah,
I mean, so it's fun though. This was a fun dynamic to watch play out. I have not used the code. Let it burn. So Joe 3 points is not using it. I don't think there's going to be a third wish. What do you think, Will?
So they have mentioned that there won't be any third wish. Like the third wish is actually getting the drop already. So
yeah,
I think VeVe has answered that question maybe a few days ago, that there won't be any other.
I think there's like chatter and stuff. Like people read into things that David says or whatnot, but I really don't think it's going to happen. I think maybe eventually they might do some kind of a. And I don't think that the utility will be what people think. Like if you hold the whole set of golden moments or something, I think they might give you access like they did for this, where you can buy another drop. I feel like that's the type of utility that Disney's going to be towards. Like, oh, you have this whole set. Okay, you get first dibs at this Mickey, regular Mickey or something that comes out in the future. I think that's what they're going to do, because it guarantees them money anyways. And but I don't know if they'll do this burn thing again. Like after this, you see like people burn like 30% of the collect, then they don't make that money, right? That's just stuff that goes. I really thought they would have said like, okay, whoever doesn't buy, 7-day rebounds, people go and buy, because then you guarantee to sell out that drop for people who couldn't get it. But that's not the way they're going. So it's cool that they don't really care completely about money, and they're just trying things out. Omi doesn't follow Bitcoin. I think it follows like markets in general, and like it's proven it. Like some days it'll be up when other markets are down, but overall it tanked when everything else tanked. Just like Bitcoin, and crypto heads are going to start looking at different coins. Like this is when we're talking about new people coming. Crypto heads are going to start looking at Omi and new coins that they might not have found when Bitcoin is doing well, and there's lots of hype behind it. Otherwise, you have people who are in the space who are familiar already that are trying to carry it, right? What do you think about that, Will?
Yeah, I actually don't know too much about the technical side of crypto.
Yeah,
I just look at things at a high level.
Yeah. So it's what you see. It's what you see. I mean, that's sometimes, like I said, the best way. It's like my wife. She went for the Mickey drop. I like that Mickey. I want it. Doesn't matter. She doesn't care about the price or whatever. It's something else. Another way to look at it. So we're gonna go quickly here, guys. I mean, I told Will we wouldn't be keeping them too long, but I'm gonna try and hit on some of the major questions you got here. Meta's been training for them air punches and ain't got no. Yeah, Meta been stealing our stuff. They got like some stars they're giving away now for their NFTs. I don't know what's happening. They didn't call me. I don't know. We're gonna have to get the lawyers involved. It's the same. We still want the punches. You got the punches. I might sell most of my golden moments, which is a few Iron Man, C-3POs, Bart, some AF-15 commons for the long run. I think the 6K editions for AF-15 may do better. I think I like the AF-15. It's obviously grail of grails. If DC never comes, it might remain that way. So I think it's up to you, whatever you like. But 6K editions is less than Bart and less than C3PO, less than Iron Man, and it's a comic. So it depends. Like, are you more bullish on comics or collectibles? Then you got to ask yourself that question. Just gonna change my Please do. Please change your name to something that flows off my tongue more. Omi Daily Burn, please. Pow. Let's get here we go. They're happy. They saw it. They saw the punches. VeVe Vault watches all your videos. Well,
thank you, man. I appreciate it.
But there you go. Seahawks. Troy is a Seahawks fan. I don't know what they're gonna do today, but they won last week. Made me step it up to VIP. Oh my god, yeah, it's true. VIP, your punches, you're also able to dodge more. It's Dayizo Kid, another top commenter in our channel. How's it going, Dayizo Kid? Your info has helped me so much, especially the VIP news. The VIP, not only that, you get that juju as well. You know, I don't know, Will, no, you know about that juju? You hit those drops. I don't. You join in, if you're a superstar, even if you just subscribe, you get that juju. I mean, people have been sending us their drop hits, and we're like someone just hit like a number 45 on the Mickey drop. What is happening? How are you guys getting all this luck? Yeah, and they dedicate it to the juju. So it's a spread. Every drop, I just retweet all their tweets, and it's like it's 10-minute intro because everybody's hitting everything. I got to give them a shout out. So guys, relax. Like we're just spreading the love, letting you guys know it's possible. All you got to do is hit the subscribe button. Get some more like on this video if you guys want. Yeah, it's okay. Will asking the tough questions. This is when you asked me about that $2,000. I want to know what Omi Daily Burn thinks about that question. Waza, another YouTuber. He was at Decon London. He got one of those Jermaine Rogers t-shirt combos. He's also big into HRO. He got the Mythic on the, I think it was the San Diego Comic-Con set. So congrats for that. We are both doing well. And we
Thank you, Waza.
Another YouTuber, Kobe Collects. I tried to get him on the stream here today. But this guy's schedule, like I feel like he schedules every 3 minutes of a day. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna brush my teeth from here to here. I'm gonna go here. And if something happens, his entire schedules get thrown off. So we're gonna get Kobe on. I mean, I tried today because I wasn't sure what your status was. It almost worked out, but end of the day, I'm like, I'm just going live. Whoever comes. Don't forget to sub. Yeah, guys, thank you. And make sure, again, check out all the creators that are in this in the chat here. They're all amazing. You gotta definitely go subscribe and spread the love. Get that algo going. Like Will over here, especially as well, he's doing these interviews. He takes 7 months to get one guy on the channel. Like that's work. Blame Superstar Rob's wife. That's my sister. But he deserves some time off. I mean, he's been working really hard just to even join some of the videos. He's your
brother-in-law?
Yeah, he's my brother-in-law.
So,
yeah, so he's
cool.
Been leading up to his wedding. He didn't miss many. He missed
in a family. That's cool.
Like the last couple days before the wedding he missed, but it was the rest of them he made sure to make time. We were posting a little bit later, but I'm like, you know what? Everybody wants to see you here. So when he comes back, it's gonna be a nice reunion. Just it's gonna have to be a little bit more delayed because when he comes back, I'll be gone. So we'll have to figure that out. My collectibles must not know Superstar Joe is live. I'll have to watch that later. Oh, is he live as well? Guys, make sure you check out My Collectibles, another great YouTuber. Time for some arbitrage. Yeah, Omi and Gem arbitrage. Then we will see some serious fight. That's what I mean. So that's the perfect answer to your tweet or your question is I think you gotta see what happens when we get that Omi to NFT thing going. Wake up. Yep, we got Will, we got Superstar Money in the building. Just trying to get through these comments quickly so I can let Will go like I promised. I think we're almost there. These interviews are great. Let's go. The CEO left. That's all. Yeah, that's what I thought. Seeing if it affected Recur or not. I don't know when he left. Like I feel like someone posted that tweet, but then I looked at the date and he left. But maybe he didn't put it on his LinkedIn until recently. Omi, transfer to BF to VeVe app still.
BF probably is Bit4X.
Oh, yeah. There's another step in the middle there, which is a little bit. I think you have to pay some gas to bridge it. So if you're going from Bit4X and you want to go onto the VeVe app, you gotta go to the Ecomi website or even look at the Medium article. There's a link and it brings you to a bridging website, and then you got to bridge it from your wallet to layer 2, and that costs some gas. So I think you need some ether or something to do that. And then when you're on layer 2, then you can go into the VeVe wallet. I wanted to do a video on it, but like honestly, I'm not amazingly confident in that process yet. I was hoping that it kind of smooths out a little bit and then figure that out, but maybe we'll have to do it anyways. VeVe Vision. Hope they're okay. Haven't seen those guys. Yeah, I mean, I tried speaking to them a couple of weeks ago, and they sound like they're okay. Just taking a little bit of a break. I think they had some like personal stuff with their work and trying to figure out times. And but I think they'll be back eventually. I will have some night. Yeah, you have an awesome collection, Walt. I mean, you work hard on it. You go for every single drop. So the stuff you flip, and you're a great flipper. You do that all the time. I love the flip jobs. I don't have the patience like you, man. Baseman's first 1 of 1. That don't sell. It's gonna sell. It's gonna sell. People are gonna want a 1 of 1. It'll sell. Double airtime. These guys are carrying the chat here. MCP phase 1 is coming soon, which probably means they will show us how many points we are getting daily. Next phase will probably give us. I hope so. I hope we get it like in the next month. The article at least. Yeah, I see we're behind. We got to catch up here. Well, you brought too much heat. Everybody is trying to talk. What's going on, Coco from Greece? Maybe you'll see Rob if you go jump over to Italy quickly. Stopping by to say hello. How's it going? Genie has got to come. I don't know if we're getting the genie. I don't know if we're gonna get the genie. If more people say about the third wish, maybe they'll listen. But I don't know. I think they're done with this drop. 40 gems for the lamp and a rehire list code can't be sniffed at. Yeah. Just got your first AF15. Congrats, Bill. Congrats. That's huge. Those are not cheap just to get in. The Juju, how can I forget? Yep. The Juju is what the people come for. That's why they subscribe. The Juju is real. We asked Reese about it in the in our interview, and he also said that the Juju is real. So that is confirmed by VeVe employees. Did you see the NFT airdrop backcal DC comic? I did see some stuff on that. Did you see that, Will? Are you into any of these other projects?
No, I am all in on VeVe. Just VeVe alone. Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to keep up if you start to diversify. And then we had a video on that, like don't diversify, just go into VeVe. But
diversify within VeVe.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I do. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Then you got to pay attention to all this other stuff. When Rob comes back, Superstar Joe on vacation. Yep, that's what's happening. We got a hater in the chat, so you guys can if you're gonna do that stuff, we're not gonna pull it up. Trust me, it's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna block you either. I'll leave you there. You can keep talking yourself. First, DC comic dropped to back cowl holders. What can we learn from this VeVe side? So, I mean, we've done airdrops on VeVe. Is there something special with the comic? Is this like is it IRL comic? I don't know. I'm not well versed in DC, HRO, back cowls, none of that stuff. But if it's something like that, if it's like something where you get a physical, I think maybe. I think they're doing something like that with that Jermaine Rogers, where you had to buy the T-shirt and then you got the airdrop the other way. And then with the Eve, you could go and buy the Eve in the store if you had the digital on VeVe. So like they're doing different types of things. They're trying different types of things. I wouldn't be surprised if anything came up. You know what I mean?
Is that a real thing? Like, did they airdrop the DC Comics NFT to the Bat Cow holders?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. It sounds like I think I seen something where they got an airdrop because somebody was tweeting. I don't know if it was Ken Pegwin. He's another superstar. He tweeted something. Okay. But I saw it was pretty cool. I don't know anything about the background. Maybe you guys can let us know.
I wonder how that will affect like potential DC Comics NFT on VeVe.
Yeah. I don't know. I wonder exactly. Will they ever make a comic drop? Maybe even where you only get the comic if you have something else. Like there's so many things they can do. It's limitless. We got another YouTube channel right here. I don't know if you know Golden Assets. Electra Man. He's been on a little bit on Cavell. He's been covering him, but Electra Man, he's got great energy as well. Make sure you subscribe to Golden Assets. Amazing dude, and he's trying, like we mentioned, making sure people are following other YouTubers. He just did a video recently talking about that. He said everybody comment if you're a content creator. He wanted to put the word out, so really appreciate that type of stuff. Again, go check out Golden Assets on YouTube. Good evening from the Netherlands. HRO. He's the top. He says he's the top G on HRO. Only VeVe for Steve Vivi. I like that. I like that. When Superstar FA Alex, you guys got to go harass him on Twitter and ask him. I mean, I accepted his terms, so whenever he wants. All right. I hope you're only joking. But yes, we do post a lot, and we do post positive and negative, but we will continue to do that because we feel like people, like Will even mentioned, he likes the data-driven approach. It's people like to learn. People like to learn what's coming in advance because it helps with their decision making. If you don't look at that and you put blinders on and just think it's going to keep going up, you're going to be disappointed, right? Well, so like even MCP, like the strategy just going for MCP. Being ready for that ahead of time is better than being ready for it after they announce everything, because then people are going to start looking at that stuff. So we try to be ahead of the curve when it comes to general market trends, and I think that's something that most people should start to look at, right? I've never seen someone so up and down. I don't know what you're talking about. He's got Walt. All right, cool. Yeah, of course. Golden assets. I mean, I got to get you on the channel. And no, guys, don't worry. We don't need to ban. It's fine. He's calmed down. I don't know what you're talking about, but this guy wants attention. Okay, guys, if we're gonna do it like that, we're gonna have to end it here, or at least stop looking at the comments. I can continue talking to Will for another 5 minutes here. When VeVe makes a Netflix documentary, there's no way. Oh my god! Can you imagine that they get some creators on a Netflix documentary?
Yeah,
that would be awesome. But I mean, like Will said, keep the expectations low, and then we'll be more blown away. I mean, we're just a small fry here. I mean, there's lots of great content creators. We watch them every single day. That's how we got this lineup. This lineup just didn't happen. Like, we didn't say, oh, come to us if you're a content creator. I personally went to every single one of these guys because I watch them all. And they all bring different aspects to VeVe. So, like, before I let you go, Will, I want to talk about a little bit more about your future of your YouTube channel, maybe what you're planning coming forward, and maybe a little bit about your future strategy in VeVe app.
Yeah, so I guess for my YouTube channel, my goal has always been to highlight the folks who are super knowledgeable that I've been following for a long time, and have them on and talk about the different aspects of VeVe. So, for example, yesterday I just interviewed a specimen collector, Mr. V. He has 36 collectibles with mint 1, 2, 3, 4. And these are not just random collectibles. Like, I think 7 or 8 of them are golden moments. He has different sets, very nice mint as well. So that's the and then so for the specimen collecting, I interviewed him yesterday, and then my last guest was Saxon Sawai. He's an actor. He's in Hawaii Five-0.
Yeah, I know.
And he's a year mint collector. So, and I
here, right?
wanted to because I wanted to bring on folks who talk about comics. So that's why I had Sean on, and then some other whales as well, like Danny Boy Layak, Dylan's Collection, the Todd Father, Grubba B OG. Just wanted to hear the stories, their biggest mistakes, because I feel like we make mistakes all the time in VeVe, but their mistakes is like 100x of ours. So if we can learn from the money that they lost, and from their lessons, then I think we can really improve our strategies quite a bit.
Yeah, I think that's really, really important as well. And you're getting these guys to spill a lot of beans. I mean, I will be working out. I had your Danny Boy Liak on, and then I had the other one, the Todd Father. That one made me go buy a Donald and Daisy that video there. But it was fun because they explain why they do things, and to see why people do things who have some money to play around with. I mean, it makes you think like, okay, if this is where they're willing to spend this much money, maybe I should be thinking about similar things, because maybe the next whale who comes in is going to want to do something like that, and I'll have some things that he might want to buy from me. So really, really informative stuff. Love that stuff. So how about your strategy in VeVe? What's the strategy? Has it changed since you came in? Because we know you've been in early. How did you start out, and what are you looking at now?
So I started February 27th, 2021. So last year I started pretty early, but I didn't really pay attention to VeVe for several months. Then I got back in, but my strategy, to be honest, I didn't know much about collecting and investing and those kind of things. That's why I wanted to bring on those guests and learn from them, because again, they've made the mistakes, they've made very successful moves. So what I've learned is something like after the interview with Danny Boy, I asked him, hey, what is your profit taking? Like, what is your reasonable return on investment? And he said, sometimes I would take profit if it's like 30%, 30% profit. And that kind of blew me away a little bit, because for us, like we always wait for our 10x, 20x, right? And then he's a huge whale. It's like 7,000 collectibles now. Oh, sorry, 7,000 NFTs now, and he's willing to sell a Wonder Woman FA for 30% profit, because I saw him selling a Wonder Woman FA, as you remember, to this date. And I asked him, hey, what is your profit margin on this particular collectible? And he said 30%. So I was like, well, if a guy at his level can take 30% profit, then who am I to wait for my 10x, 20x, right? So it's very important to manage your gems, to stay liquid, to take profit whenever you can. And I've learned from other folks as well about, sometimes you might have to skip drops. For you, for example, just look at the percentage of the upside. Maybe it's what I've learned from my interview guests is that I've noticed a pattern that a lot of them started by collecting sets, like completing sets and stuff, but now they are gravitating towards stacking the FAs, because they know that they would want to. I think they realize that collecting set didn't really help them that much, but instead there's a much better upside from stacking the FAs, because there will be more collectibles coming out all the time, so the supply is huge. But then over time, people will only care about the things that matter, and the things that matters are usually the first appearances. So right now, I intentionally skip drops. If I can take profit, I'll take profit and stay liquid, because we've gone through so many cycles now. Like we had the January bull run, we are now in a very long bear market. So it's always helped to stay liquid, to manage my gems, because there will be deals that are coming up all the time.
I like it. I like that you mentioned that you take advice from the people you have on the channel. It shows that you practice what you preach. You don't just get these guys on the channel for clout. You're actually learning from them yourself and changing your strategy and adapting to what they've been giving you, that type of information. So really, really cool. And I mean, even more reason for you guys to go subscribe to Willgoesmeta, just because he's a man of his word. Like I'm all over the place all the time. I try to overall, I have an overall strategy where it's like, okay, right now is not like my go all in, but every once in a while you see a deal, you buy it, and they put it away and you don't look at it. That's kind of my strategy right now. So if I like something, it's got a good mint, it's a nice price, it hits all the boxes, I'm going to buy it, but it's not like I'm going to go and buy 20 of them, or it's these individual things. Where I want to start stacking is when I start to see that level off, I think, in the market. I think you're going to see it. I think we're going to have that lag behind the rest of the markets, because all these other markets, all these people have this money that's crashing down all their stock portfolios, the other cryptos, that stuff there will rebound before this stuff. I'm really firm believer in that, just because the way it went down was the exact same. Like the other stuff went down and this followed right behind it. I know people say it's not tied to it, but overall, people have only so much money that they can spend. This is very speculative investment. People got to take care of their mortgages. They got to take care of their loans. They got to take care of their food. And then they're going to start looking at where they can invest the remaining money, if there is any. And I think there's been investments that have proven themselves over time that some people with big money will prefer to invest in prior to going into a speculative investment. So if you pay attention to these more stable investments and watch how they perform, I think then this will follow with a little bit of a lag. So that's why we got to pay attention to the overall markets. It's gonna show you the way, I think. I just want to say,
can I say something else?
Yep.
So my goal of these interviews, so that people can learn from the experts, the whales, but also like keep in mind that some of these whales learn from their mistakes, but also keep in mind that when they are stacking like 100, 200 of one particular collectible, they have a lot of money, right? If something goes south, they may lose a few $1,000s, but they have hundreds of thousands of dollars. So that loss is pretty small relatively to what they have.
Yeah.
But if you were to listen to some like random folks and follow them and have a host, and you only have like 500 gems, and you put them all into this stack that you bought because you listened to somebody else, you know, if things don't work out, then that's going to be a huge loss for you because you don't have any liquidity left. So listen to people, learn from people, but also understand your risk tolerance. Yeah, exactly. And how much capital you have, because you don't want to go all in. And then if something happens, you have to sell at a loss.
Expect it to go to zero. Like that's the takeaway from this video is expect nothing, and whatever happens. That's another reason why I have a bigger percentage into VeVe than I do into Omi, is just because if it does go south, I can take pictures with my stuff. I like the stuff that I have. Like, I have that utility at least. It is what it is. Right now, that's how I feel. I wanted to give a huge shout out to Alex and Crypto, because he's been in the comments like crazy, blessing us and letting us know how happy he is with the recent collaboration. So Alex, I haven't gotten to some of your comments, but I've seen them come through, and really want to say, like, you guys are the guys who keep us going. And Rob's gonna crush it when he's back. Don't worry, guys. He's ready. He is itching. He's telling me like, oh, I can't wait. He's already starting to schedule some collabs. I'm telling you, he's working while he's away. That guy, he's a machine as well. But yeah, guys, it's it's fun. And Squirrel Girl the comic, I don't know. I heard some stuff about that on VeVe Bros. I'm staying away. I'm hoping to get some gems from that drop. Yeah. So guys, I mean, really appreciate you again, Will, coming through.
Yeah.
And you saved the day. You gave me someone to talk to. My voice a little bit better, and I don't have to talk the whole time. And again, I'm glad we made it work out. And hopefully, maybe Rob will have you on when he's back as well. So. If you haven't already, guys, make sure you go check out Willgoesmeta on YouTube. I know I said it a bunch of times, but I really mean it. He's a gem in the community. He does the work. He puts in the work to get people on the channel, to give you guys some other insights. You guys love the collabs. He's doing them all the time. So that's a great way to get it checked out. And if you haven't already, become a superstar. Hit that subscribe button down below. Get that juju. We just pulled a bunch of mini brands for the VIP. So we're going to do a giveaway. If you want to join the VIP, it's $2.99 a month. Easy. It's light. It's cheap. And we try to bring as much utility to that as we can. Thank you guys for everybody who joined us on this live stream, and we'll see you in the next one. I love you.
All right. See you guys. Bye.